Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome and welcome back. So today's reading is going to be on why do people stare at you? So I'm using my In Dreams Oracle deck here. There's really no words on these cards. So I'm just going to channel and see what messages I get from these. So here is your selection, group 1 through 4. All right, timestamps will be below. So let's get into it for group 1. All right. So for you guys, uh you may play an instrument. I'm trying to make sure it's in frame so you can like see it as I'm channeling. Um you could play an instrument, and you could be someone who walks around with your instrument. Like if you have a guitar, you have a flute, something, you could walk around with an instrument, and this is why people stare at you. Or you could have maybe the type of demeanor, I don't know how, but you could have some type of demeanor or impression that you give to people where it looks like you are a musician in some type of way. Or you could be a musician, okay, but you may try, okay, I'm getting like you could be a celebrity or you could be well known, and you could try to hide your identity by putting glasses on or wearing hats, or you try to dress like the average person, or dress in a way where you don't attract attention, but people still recognize who you are. Okay. This is why people stare at you. They're like, is that so and so? Is that Drake? Is that 50 Cent? Is that who I think it is? That's funny. I'll tell y'all a story. So I was in the Norfolk airport and I had to wait for my flight. And then I was just looking around. I was just doing a little bit of people watching. And I saw a guy, and I'm like, that dude looked like Pusha T. If y'all don't know, it's a rap group called Clips, and it's two brothers, Malice, and Malice just has like a regular haircut, like a Caesar haircut, and Pusha T has braids. And I saw Pusha T. I was like, oh shoot, that's Pusha T. He was on the phone and he was walking, and he had like on like a little like a cap, like a, I don't know, like a do-rag type thing or something. I don't know. But also, since I'm talking about them, funny story is that I actually met Malice when I was younger. So I went to a basketball camp because I'm from Virginia in Hampton Roads area. So I went to a basketball camp in Virginia Beach at the Rock Church, and his son Marcus was a part of that basketball camp. So one day Marcus's dad, who was Malice, dropped him off in the morning, and then Malice had came in one of those days, and he signed all of our shirts and greeted everybody and stuff. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, so yeah, y'all could be a celebrity or well known and you could hide your identity, or you could be someone where people usually like to come up to you and talk to you, and you could you could be trying to hide yourself away, or be someone who doesn't look as interesting because maybe you don't really like talking to people as much, or maybe at a certain time you could be going through things, or you could have a lot on your mind and you don't really have the time or space to talk to people. Another message I'm getting is that there could be people that stare at you when you walk in and out of your house. So you could have like neighbors that stare at you and wonder like where you're coming from or what you do for work or whatever, if they don't know you like that. Okay. You could be someone who's very tall also. All right. Sorry if I hit the tripod. Okay, let's keep going. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Why are people staring at group 1 right now? Why are people staring at group 1 right now? Okay, so we have the Lovers. There could be people who really like how you look. If you're a feminine, you could look really delicate. You could be someone who wears flowers or floral print. You could wear dresses. You could dress very feminine. You could wear crop tops, or you could just attract attention based on how you dress. and this is why people stare at you. You could have worn something recently that has stood out, and this is why people were staring at you. You could have wore some type of head wrap or headpiece or headband or something relating to your head. Um, and this is something that made you stand out, and this is why people were staring at you. Um, so people could have been wondering, like, since you're wearing a head wrap or headband or something on your head, they're wondering, like, what is your culture? What is your ethnic background? Why do people stare at group one? Why are people staring at group one right now? Oh, that's too many. Why are people staring at group one right now? Okay, we have the hanged one. So yeah, people are very inquisitive about you. Like internally, they have so many questions about you, who you are, where you come from. And I'm heavily getting it could be neighbors, like neighbors or acquaintances that don't really know you like that or see you out and about. Or it could be like people who see you when you're out shopping or when you go to certain stores and stuff like that that you frequent. And like the cashiers or the people that work there are like, dang, I wonder what I wonder what group one's life is like. I wonder if group one has a boyfriend or has a girlfriend. I wonder what job group one has. You could be someone who travels also. Um, and you could look very unusual to that environment that you travel to. Okay. So you could be culturally different from the places that you travel to. Okay. So you could be like of African descent and you travel to different areas. Um, that may be mostly like European or Caucasian. And then these people are staring at you wondering like, why is group one here? Like they don't seem like they would belong here, or they don't seem like they would be the type of people to be interested in the stuff that we have here. And yeah, I don't know why I'm heavily getting like stores. People in stores could be staring at you, or when you go to certain events that people wouldn't usually see someone like you at, they stare at you because they're just wondering like, who is this person? And then we got Three of Wands here. Three of Wands. Yeah, I'm heavily getting that you could be someone. I heard you could travel from coast to coast, but you could be someone who travels a lot within your community. Like you could make a lot of short trips that could just be a part of your career. You could just be someone who is like that and you like to get out the house and just go to different places within your area. So yeah, you could have a lot of people that stare at you. You could have a lot of people that have different uh, opinions and perspectives about you, but it makes them think. People definitely stare at you because they're trying to figure out what your cultural background is, like if you're mixed or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, people definitely also stare at you because they find you to be attractive too. Can't leave that part out. People find you to be attractive, whether you're feminine or masculine or however you identify. They find you to be attractive. There could be something very distinctive about your hair or your head, whether you have long hair, short hair, whether you are bald or whatever. Yeah, you have something very distinctive about your crown or your head, and this is why people stare at you. You could also you could probably catch some people staring at you too, and these could be the reasons why that I just mentioned. So yeah. So we have yeah, so people could be daydreaming about you too. People could be daydreaming about being in a relationship with you. People could be daydreaming about um being in your life and traveling with you wherever you go. as if as if they were your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your friend. They imagine and daydream about like, oh, I wonder what it's like to be Pow One's girlfriend or boyfriend or their friend, and how their personality is and stuff. So yeah. So we have fire signs, Pisces, and Gemini here. All right, group one, that was your reading. Let's get into it for group two. So this is your card here. Um, you could be of maybe Middle Eastern descent, or like Arabic or Persian or something like that. Like you could be from that region of the world, or you could have that type of an ethnicity within your roots somewhere. One of you could be Muslim. Okay. One of you could wear hijabs. I think that's how you say it. The head wraps. One of you guys could wear that. Okay. And I'm getting maybe for some of you, you like to wear patterns. You could be someone who likes to mix patterns within your outfits. And these are the reasons that people stare at you or have been staring at you. Yeah, you could have your culture or whatever your ethnic background is could stand out really strongly. So you could be of African descent, you could be of Middle Eastern descent or from that region, you could be Asian, like something where people can clearly identify your ethnic background. And this is why people stare at you. They're like, yep, for sure that person is of Asian culture. For sure that person is from Africa or whatever. I see the ankh they're wearing. I see the different patterns they're wearing and things like that. Whatever, whatever. So I'm getting to that. People stare at you because you could look similar to someone they know or someone that they've seen before. And maybe they are staring at you because they want to they want to see, like, is group two the person I saw before, or is this somebody different? Or they may feel like you're related to someone that they've seen before. Interesting. If you're a masculine, people stare at you because of your beard. You could have a long beard, or you could have a cool facial haircut or something, and people like this and they stare at you because of this. Maybe for one of you, you you braid your beard or you do something creative with your beard. You could braid your beard, you could have beads on it. You could your beard could be like a different color from your hair or something. And this is why people stare at you. Interesting. You could be age 32. Don't have to be, but yeah. Let's keep going. Spirit team. Why are people staring at group 2 right now? Spirit guys, angels, and ancestors. Why are people staring at group 2 right now? We got Iha of Fire, just Page of Wands. Yeah, I'm just getting that message again where you're someone who dresses uniquely. You don't dress like many other people. And you could give other people ideas on how to dress. If you are the same culture as other people who are staring at you, you could be inspiring them to dress more culturally because they see, oh, okay, other people in this area are dressing like this, so maybe I should do the same thing. Like you could inspire people to um take more pride in their culture. And I'm getting, even if they are not your culture, even if they don't have your cultural background, you are inspiring other people to take more pride and show their culture more in public. Okay. Because there could be some people who are ashamed or embarrassed because maybe there's other people around them who don't dress that way. So they don't want to feel judged or want to attract attention, but they see what you wear, you wear your culture, or you represent your culture confidently to the public, and they want to be the same way. Okay, that's interesting. A lot of people stare at group 2. Wow, 10 of Fire. I don't know. Like you could make some people feel guilty. I don't know why I'm getting this culture thing, y'all. If it don't resonate, maybe choose a different pile. But I don't know why I'm getting, like, you could make some people feel guilty for not representing their culture. There could be some people who have moved from like their country to America or from America to a different country. Um, and then they see you who has a similar culture or someone who's culturally expressive like they normally are. And they could be people who shield their culture because they don't want to be judged or something like that. So you kind of make people feel guilty for not repping their culture like they should. Yeah, I don't know. I'm keep getting that. Let's see what else we get, y'all. We have the Tower. So people stare at you because you have a shock factor. You stand out amongst the rest. Okay. What's this Ten of Fire about though? Like, give me more. Clarify the Ten of Fire. Why are people staring at group 2 right now? Adelita of Earth. Okay. You could talk with your hands. Group 2, you could be someone who talks with your hands a lot or do something with your hands. You could be someone who's very animated. I shouldn't say anime, but like you could be someone who's very expressive when you're talking. So you could use like your whole body when you talk. And you could be talking to a friend that you're with, or you could be talking to like a stranger or something when you're out, and people notice that you're very like expressive with how you talk. This this reminds me of my uncle. He's actually my great uncle. It's weird. He's my great uncle, but he's younger than my mother. It's crazy. Um, but my great uncle, actually all of them are very expressive, but my great uncle, he's from Brooklyn. And he's very expressive when he's telling a story or when he's talking, especially in a group of people or when he's talking amongst like the other uncles and the other family members and stuff. He's very like expressive. Like he uses his body, he moves around, he does all these hand gestures and stuff like that. So that's the energy I was picking up on. So you guys could be like that, very like expressive. And this is why people stare at you. That's really all I'm getting, y'all. So if that didn't resonate, it's okay. You can pick a different group. But we have Scorpio, heavy, fire signs, and earth signs here. All right, group 2, that was your reading. Let's get into it for group 3. So this is the first card I can't talk. This is the first time I've ever gotten this card, and the first time I've seen a card that has words on it. So it says, "Do what you must and come what may." Okay. So I feel like for this group 3, people may stare at you because they are trying to guess your age. You could look younger than your age, like you could be like 53, but you look like you're almost 40 or something like that, you know? Um yeah, people are staring at you because they're trying to figure out your age. Because it's like you look very young, but you could have like 3 kids with you, walking around with you. You could drive like a nice car and all this stuff, but then you look so much younger than what your lifestyle looks like, if that makes sense. Okay. And also, I'm getting people stare at you because they want to know like what type of work do you do? What kind of career do you have? Okay. You could have facial jewelry. You could wear a nose ring, a lip ring. You could have like uh dimple piercings in your cheeks or whatever. Um, yeah, you could have something something like where you decorate your face, whether it's with tattoos or whether it's with jewelry. This is why people are staring at you. And like depending on what type of piercing you got or tattoo you got or something that's on your face, um people are staring at you because they're wondering like, damn, I wonder if that hurt. Like I wonder if that hurt to get that tattoo. I wonder if it hurt to get that piercing or whatever it is you got. One of you could have a tongue ring. I don't know why I'm getting that, but one of you could have a tongue ring. And maybe someone pick, like someone could have noticed this while you were talking, like a stranger could have noticed this while you were talking, your tongue ring, and then like they're staring at you, or now they're like thinking like, damn, I wonder if this hurt. I wonder if this hurt when they got it pierced, or I wonder like how it is having a tongue piercing and eating. And yeah, there could be people that's like really thinking deeply about you, about just like random stuff that they see on you. Okay. Am I getting anything else? One of you could be a school teacher. Oop. Or you could be a teacher, professor, something like that. Let me take it if it resonates. Spirit guys, why do people stare at group 4? Why are people staring at group 4 right now? Okay. All right, we have temperance. So people could see that you're balancing things really well. Like I said, you could be someone who has multiple children. Like people could physically see that you have a lot of stuff that you have to handle in your physical presence that's like around you. Like you could have a dog, you have kids. I don't know, you could be talking on the phone or doing something with an iPad or a tablet, doing all this stuff at the same time and multitasking, and people see that you're handling it really well. You could be age 41. Did I say that already? I don't know. You could be age 41, or you could have a 14-year-old. Okay. I don't know. I'm getting this. Your child, one of your children could be taller than you or almost as tall as you. This is why they stare at you. They're like, damn, how they have a kid that's taller than them or almost their height? Like, how old are they? Like, how old were they when they had their child? You know? So people are just being nosy and just trying to put two and two together with the lifestyle that you live or the lifestyle they see you have, and then how you look, because you could look very differently from what they expect someone to look like who is living the life that you're living. I hope that makes sense. We have Data of Earth. Yeah, people are definitely wondering about your career because you could wear very nice clothing, you could afford nice things, you could be shopping at very good quality stores that are very expensive. Yeah, so you could be an entrepreneur. You could have multiple streams of income. You could have a really good job where you get paid well. You could have a sales job or something like that. And some people may guess this. Some people may guess like, oh, this person's in real estate, or oh, this person has a trucking company, or oh, this person, I don't know, does something. Yeah. Yeah, people are just really interested in the type of lifestyle you live and how you afford it and how you manage it and maintain it. That's pretty much the messages I'm getting. We got 9 of Earth. Yeah. For most, not most of you, but like a good handful of you, you are financially independent. Okay. You've built up your money and you're at a point where you can live comfortably. And people stare at you because they are curious as to what it took for you to get here. Okay. That could be another thing too, is that you could have an alternative look to you or alternative style, and then like you could have a bunch of tattoos, a bunch of piercings and stuff, but they see you shopping in like sophisticated stores or expensive stores and stuff like that, and they're like, dang, why is that person shopping here, or why is that person going into that store when they look like that, because they may stereotype people who look like you and think that they live a certain way, but you are like defying their stereotypes about people who look like you. Interesting. Okay, so we have heavy earth signs and Sagittarius. All right, group 3, that was your reading. That was interesting. Okay, so we have group 4. This is your card here. I haven't gotten this one before. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but you could be someone who has a child who has special needs or something like that, or you have a child who is in a wheelchair or who uses some type of device or something to get around. Your child could have like a hearing device or something going on with their ear. I don't know, I'm getting that. Not for everybody, maybe for one special person out there. Okay. Um, I don't know, I'm getting this too, but maybe for one of you, you could have, and trigger warning, one of you could have lost a child, whether that was um, when you were giving birth, or you could have lost a child like when they were older. Your child could have passed away or something from an illness or something. And if so, my condolences go out to you. I know that's hard. I couldn't even imagine that happening. But yeah, um, I don't know why I'm getting emotional about that, but that could be for somebody. But if that is not the case, you could always be out and about with someone else. You could have like your road dog with you. You could always be with your best friend or with your boyfriend or girlfriend or your partner. Or you could always have like your dog with you or your cat with you or something. One of you could be a cat owner and you could take your cat out on walks and you could have them on a leash or whatever. So for these things that I've named, this could be reasons why people stare at you. Okay. There could be something significant about your hair in some type of way, and this is why people stare at you. You could be someone who has like you do cool haircuts, like you could have a short haircut, or like you could have a feminine who has like a pixie haircut, but then you cut designs in your hair like on the side or something like that. Um yeah, and this is why people stare at you, because they like your haircut. Also, I'm getting, you could be someone who's in the LGBT community and you can dress like, I'm getting, you're a feminine and you can dress masculine. Or you could be someone who looks androgynous, so they don't know if you are in the LGBT community or not. Or you could be like a feminine with strong masculine like features. Okay, and this is why people stare at you. Random message, but you could be someone who likes coconut, or you like the smell of coconut, or you could be from the tropics or from a tropical region. There, guys. Why do people stare at? Oh, okay. Oh, this one came out, fell on the floor. You have 8 of water. So people could do like a double take when they see you. Like, they could look at you and then something that is on you, on your body, or like if you're with someone, you could catch their eye at the last minute. So they do a double take and then they start staring at you, but they like stare at you as your back is turned or as you're walking away. And then they're thinking like certain things like, oh, I wonder if this person is in the LGBT community. I wonder this, I wonder that about them, you know? Hmm. Yeah, you could be someone who lives near a body of water, or you could live on the coast or something like that. And you could have like your people in your community that stare at you. Maybe they haven't seen you before, or if they have seen you before and you're within the community, you could be someone who switches up your style often. Like, you could switch up your hair a lot, or you could switch up your clothing. And this is why they stare at you. Why do people stare at group 4? We have 5 of earth. So I'm getting like, there could be people that know you, maybe as like acquaintances or something, and they may know that you're going through some material changes. You could have lost your job, you could have lost your home. Like I said, you could have lost a person or a child, and I condolences to you for that. So some people could know that you're going through some emotional changes and some lifestyle changes. But you present to them in a way where you seem unbothered, or it's like they may know that you're hurting, but they see that you're trying to keep it all together, or they know that like you're dealing with a lot, but they see that you're keeping it together very well. And this is why people stare at you. Like some people could stare at you, like I'm getting specifically acquaintances. They stare at you because they're wondering, like, should I ask group 4 if they need help? Should I ask group 4 if they need anything from me? Or am I being too intrusive if I ask, if like I offer my help or whatever, whatever? You know, it's like some people, like acquaintances or people that kind of know you well, they stare at you maybe when they're talking to you or something, because they want to offer help or assistance, but they don't want to trigger you, and they don't want to like hurt your feelings or overstep or anything like that. Okay. Maybe for one or two of you, this could be like a coworker or coworkers. Why do people stare at group 4? Why do people stare at group 4? Why are people staring at group 4 right now? Okay. We have 9 of water, and then this card is sticking out, and we have 6 of air. You are definitely making changes in your life, group 4, for sure. So some people may know about the changes you're making, and some people may not know, but people can pick up on like certain things are changing in your life. And some people can pick up on these changes maybe because your physical appearance is changing. Like I said, you could have cut your hair, you could have added extensions, you could be dressing differently. Like you could have been dressing more form fitting if you're a feminine, and now you're dressing a little bit more baggy and not as uniformed, I guess, or not as like it looks like you're not really putting much effort into it, maybe because you got a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, it's like people are noticing the changes that you're experiencing, or people are noticing the changes that you're making to your physical appearance. But some people could know that you may be dealing with some challenges and struggles right now, and you're just trying to hold it all together, and you're just trying to still maintain emotional happiness. But for you, I feel like you're still trying to show a sense of like gratitude, and you're still trying to be grateful for what you do have, and this is what's helping you hold it all together. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you could be dealing with a lot of changes, a lot of you could be dealing with conflict with different people, who have different opinions or who may not want to help you like they said that they were going to help you. So it's really disappointing for you. And I'm sorry if this is relating to you. I'm sorry if you're dealing with this. I pray that everything works out for you. Just keep your head up, keep staying positive, keep praying, and keep showing gratitude for the things that you do have already. Okay. So we have the water signs, earth signs, and air signs here. All right, group 4, that was your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.